me in a video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can also just walk by. I used to live in Nashville, Tennessee. That's where I grew up. I was working with a group of students and we were playing Pictionary. A student drew a box and everyone in the room started yelling jail, prison, food bank, like homeless shelter. And I was like, yo, it's a box. Like all you did was put a box on a piece of paper and like the only things you're gonna talk about are big systems that like, why aren't you saying school? Why aren't you saying birthday present? Like literally you have nothing to go off of other than this. And so we like sat down and I was like, what the heck is this? And all the kids were like, we're talking about what we see. Like what we see is jail, prison, food banks, and these community shelters. And I was like, right, until you actually see something else, why would we expect a different answer? Field Academy is an academic traveling school. The hope is that we're bringing students from all over the US to study and examine one area. And we hope that we're building a group of students who's a microcosm of the US. So if a student group can travel together from all over these places with lots of different backgrounds and do all the work that it takes to build a community, then how does that transplant onto our nation that is built by a diverse group of people?
I just think it's a great way to incorporate just that there's a world outside of our little towns.
I think most of why we travel in certain regions is this idea that our country is built by Appalachia or by indigenous people in the Southwest. New Yorkers are not thinking about where their electricity is coming from, and so how do we build connection to the place that built this country? Our school system was built as an experiment. If you're going to experiment in education, as this nation was an experiment, then you have to try something that's really new. And this is the most out-of-the-box way, right? If you actually take down walls of a classroom and make the classroom where you are on the road, then way more things are possible.
Favorite thing is that it changes every day.
What's your favorite thing about Field Academy? We'll come back to Abe's answer.
Just being in other places around the country and experiencing new cultures. It's just super fun. I love it.
All right, Abe.
My favorite thing about Field Academy, the kids. We have such a diverse array of kids, and they come from all over. Their culture, their histories, their experiences. It's just a great group, and they all start melding together, and we create this great thing all together.
Most places, people don't know their neighbors or their neighborhood. I think it starts with dinners. Like I used to run happy hour off of my porch in order to meet anyone who lived in my neighborhood. And I think about Field Academy and this town in that way. Part of it is finding or building beautiful space that people want. I used to run a teen center like this. People didn't want to come because it was decrepit, right? Like why not go somewhere else? And so I think about that a lot in these small towns. It's hard when things are falling apart to then feel motivated to believe, right, or be in that space. The goal is that the government takes this or like some national entity and it becomes free for every student, and then any student in the US can apply and travel across the US. And then I hope that programs like this become institutional, so we are seeding money in every city every year that we come through. We are a pay what you can program, so students can pay literally any amount that they want. And then we have no other requirements, so you don't have to be the smartest kid in your grade, you don't have to be failing out. We have a Instagram, Field Academy, @Field Academy. We also have a website called www.fieldacademy.org, and then any interest form of a 15 to 18-year-old student, or folks who are just like 18, 19 is totally fine.
Well, we'd love just everyone not to have an opinion on someone from Florida that lives in New York, and someone that in Appalachia not to have someone on New York, and just to create this more understanding. And the only way you can break some of those things is by being there. So that's the whole field, that's the whole travel aspect of Field Academy. It's actually being there and meeting them and seeing them.